guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs and welcome to your First Division preview show. Cian, we'll start off with Athlone and Wexford FC. At this minute in time, it looks a bit David versus Goliath, this fixture, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's funny, last year would have been a lot tighter than it would have been who's going to finish off the bottom, do you know what I mean? I'm going to say Athlone will win this. You can't root against them. You just can't root against them at all. I thought Robinson was brilliant when he came on the other day for Wexford. So if he gets a start, he might create a few problems. But
he's capable of going on a run and getting goals, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, I can't see past Athlone.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I'd be the same. They're scoring goals. They're kind of keeping clean sheets recently as well. So it could be a big win either, though, to be honest. I think it might go 3-1, maybe Athlone. There'll be goals in the game. But Wexford are going to catch us out one of these weeks, Cian. You never know. It'd be mad if it was this week, though, wouldn't it? Cabinteely take on Shelbourne, and Cabinteely have 6 points from their opening start. Shelbourne up on 8 points. Bad defeat for Cabinteely last time out. Shelbourne with a good defeat for them, or a good win for them. So they'll be looking to go and get the 3 points here in Stradbrook, won't they?
Yeah, 100%. I really do. I fancy Shells to win this game. It's gonna be a tight game. It's probably a game I'm gonna watch. This is going to be the game that I'm probably going to watch after the Rovers and Bows. So I'm going to say Shells will win it. I just think they have enough. And I'm not going to say it'll be a massive win, but, Shells are going to win it, and I'd say comfortably enough.
Yeah, I'll go the same as well. I don't know. Stradbrook seems to be sometimes a difficult pitch to play on as well, I find. Do you find that with teams? What? It's basically... I'm trying to be nice here. No, you're right, though. It's such a difficult place to go to. And, if it's cold at all there, I'm telling you, I had a bad experience in Stradbrook. I'm going to go for Shelbourne as well. I think they might nick it 1-0 or something like that. Cabinteely will be happy enough with their start, generally, apart from the controversy with the Galway thing and that as well. But speaking of Galway, and they have a massive game from their point of view against UCD because they're playing another team that are playing as well as Athlone are playing. This is an opportunity, though, for Galway to reel them in a little bit, I suppose. They haven't actually won this season, so to speak, because they have 3 points from the win against Cabinteely, you know what I mean? They have to get something here, don't they? They have to try and get and win this game, basically.
Yeah, huge game for them. I don't think it's half as big for UCD. I'm going to say UCD will win this. I feel like they have enough about them. They're high in confidence. They're absolutely flying. UCD win this 1-0.
I like watching them play UCD. They're a joy to watch, and sometimes they're a joy to watch the other way because they can concede a lot of goals as well and lose matches. But I just like watching them play. From Galway's point of view, if they were to lose this game, as you predicted, I know it's early in the season, but look at the struggle they had at the start of last season. The natives would start to get a little restless, I think, if they lost this one again, wouldn't they, a bit?
Yeah, no question. Look, you'd expect this to be right up the top of the table. So, they don't have the best squad. Let's be honest. They have a couple of good players and stuff like that. So, they don't have.
It's a John Caulfield effect, really, what gets people, isn't it?
You don't. Galway squad isn't much off what they had last year. Let's be honest. They've added a couple of quality players like McCormick and Conor Kearns, and, players like that. But I just fancy UCD here. I really do, and I think Galway's. If they don't win this, playoffs is probably the best they can do. And so early on now, only one team can go through the playoffs into the final, and only 2 teams can go into the final, but then they're playing someone from the Premier Division. So, potentially none of the teams in the playoffs can actually get promoted. So it's going to be interesting because there's a lot of teams in this first division that expect to be promoted if they get to the playoffs, and it's just I have to be honest though. FAI have done it superbly, I think, in terms of giving everyone something to play for here. With the playoffs.
It'd be horrible if there's no playoffs, though, wouldn't there, in fairness, in the first division?
I would like to see maybe top 2 going through.
So would I, actually. Yeah, I would, yeah.
And
then a playoff.
Yeah, and then whoever finishes underneath that goes into the playoff with, let's say, the team that finishes third bottom in the Premier. Or I'm only saying that now because Pats look like we're clear of that this year.
Yeah, there'd be fans of other clubs going maybe, I don't know about that. I think ideally, though, for that to happen, you'd have 12 teams maybe in each division, which would be great. It'd be just perfect for that, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah. 12 teams in each division. But ideally, yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like 2 teams going up automatically, I'd love that as well, personally. Treaty United and Cork City, another Munster derby. This is Limerick, basically, against Cork. Treaty've made a great start, let's be honest. With 6 points for 4 games, 1 win, 3 draws, a couple of good draws as well against sides that maybe they thought they'd lose against, as in Galway and Bray. Look, we've talked about Cork City multiple times, and we'll probably continue talking about them until they get their act together to some degree. I know Cork fans are getting pissed off, to be honest, as well. I think Treaty are going to win this one, to be honest with you. I really do.
Yeah. Treaty will win this one 2-0. I just feel like they have enough about them. They're, unlike Cork, they're so well organised, they're so well drilled. The defence, they look solid. I think it's the total opposite for Cork. Cork have the players that can hurt you. But, it's all well and good having them players, but you can't keep the ball out of the net, And I think that's the problem. And, like, I don't know with Cork. I really don't. Hunt has to play. He really does.
Or Harrington, even whoever.
Yeah, anybody. Put a keeper there. Put a centre half and go. That's how bad it is. I swear to God. Like, it's every week we're saying it, but if you have, I just don't get it. Like, if you haven't learned from your mistakes since 2018, and you're still playing somebody who's making mistakes game on game since 2018, what more do you expect, and where do you expect to actually be?
But not only, I agree, and not only that, but whoever's on the bench, I don't care who's on the bench, is going to be thinking, what do I have to do to get a game here? Like what do you want? You seen a BB made a mistake a few weeks ago and he was dropped immediately for Peter Cherry, and then he got put back in the next week again for some reason.
And then he messed up again.
Be on the bench next week has drawn it out as well.
I really do. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see how. It really annoys me. I think they need to grow a set of balls and drop them.
But that's, to be honest, I'll be honest, that's on Colin Healy as well. I know he's a great Cork man, done great work in the club, and he loves Cork. But he's got to have, I don't know if he's friends with him, or you know what I mean. He's got to have, he's got to throw everything aside and just make a decision.
I don't know what the start was. I was under the impression he was a goalkeeping coach.
He was initially.
2
years ago or something.
Yeah, and even if he was short a goalkeeping coach, he'd find a job from in the club. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be in the starting 11. Someone can find a job from to do in the club.
It'd be like if Waterford played Darren Murphy every week just for the sake of playing Darren Murphy type thing every week as well, even if he's injured.
I don't know what the story is. I think I would say Hunt will be the number 1 keeper by the end of the season.
Oh, he will. He will. I've no doubt about that.
Yeah, so I just
but it needs to happen soon.
This is why I'm picking Treaty to win this game.
Yeah. And I'm picking it for 2 reasons. I'm picking it for that reason. I'm also picking the fact that Cork have been toothless going forward as well, though. Actually.
Yeah, I really I'd be honest, I'd put the worst player in Ireland up against McNulty, and the fancy on scoring at this rate, and it's costing so many points. It's costing so many problems. If you count them back on season after season, you're counting back and you're seeing how this is happening. Like, I know I bring him on, I know I slant him every week, and I don't mean to. But, like, you know, in fairness, like, if he's getting picked every week, he's
but
only
if any
down
goalkeepers in a team and make a mistake every week, it doesn't happen because they'd be dropped, you see.
Yeah. No, we just, it just does me head in. I'm going to go 3-2-0. I'm going to leave that back.
Before we're here another 20 minutes. No, I go for Treaty as well. No, I agree. I just think Treaty have done well as a team unit so far. You know, they're a new club as such. You know, they've a new team put together. They're so well organised at this minute in time as well, and they'll fancy taking Cork. They've more balls at the moment, if you like, than Cork as well. So, yeah, Treaty for me as well. Maybe something similar, maybe 1-0, but something similar enough. Cove and Bray, now 6 against 7th at the table. Cove got their first win last week. Bray are still searching for the first win. Now, I said last week that Bray need to win soon. No offense to Cove, it represents an opportunity. Bray need to start winning matches, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think they'll win this one. I just, you know, I think Cove have a little bit now out to getting the win, and, you know, they're in good form, and I really do. I feel that Cove will get a win out of this, or at least a draw. I can't see Bray leaving with 3 points now. They'll probably smack me in the arse now and batter them. But
it's not an easy place to go to, though. It really isn't, Cove. Like,
I hated going there now. I used to like the trip and stuff like that. But
yes,
you know, you're going there,
it's a nice place, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough place to get a result out of. I think the last time I would have been down there would have been. I think someone will correct me in the comments now if they're listening, but I think last time they were in the division was 2008. If I'm right.
7-8, I think, yeah. 7-8. Yeah. Whichever,
but that would have been the last time I was down there now, and I'll tell a lie, actually. I was down there for the League Cup semi-final against Dundalk. I don't know why. Just ended up down there, and I ended up watching it. Like, seriously,
I fell asleep and I ended up in Cove.
I don't have much to do with my spare time, as you can tell. But no, I have to say, I thought Cove will give these a good performance now, and, you know, might be enough to win it, definitely enough to draw it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be honest, I actually don't know. Like, I keep saying Bray have to win, but they have to perform. I don't know if they're going to have Gary Shaw available. They had Gary Shaw on the bench and Darrell Lynch on the bench the other day, but they weren't fit. They were there to make up the numbers. One of the problems Bray have actually this season, if you look at them, and I've looked at their bench, they don't really have a bench compared to some of the other teams in the last few games. It's not quite there for me. I don't know what it is, but they can't be reliant on Brandon Kavanagh doing a bit of magic every week either, because it's not easy. Like, you know, he's only a young fella as well, and you can be kept out of the game and that kind of thing as well. So they need something, but they need to win. Doesn't mean they are going to win. It's a difficult one. Cove are actually strong in midfield as well. They've got O'Leary and Phillips in there who are good players, Pierce Phillips in particular. I'm veering towards a draw, to be honest. What did you say, actually?
We said Cove to win, if not a draw. They're just going to Bray getting 3 points.
Yeah.
I think a point would be a good result for Bray.
Yeah. But you know, Bray fans will be watching this and saying, nah, we can't. But they said we can't get a draw next week, or a draw isn't good enough against Athlone. They lost the match. So it's a difficult one. And Cove, as you say, are going to up the ante after winning the other week and are well capable of putting in a display here. It's not an easy division, and just Bray are finding that out at this minute in time as well, and Gary Cronin as well. But, you know, as you said, one win can set you on lift off as well, can't it?
I just fancy Cove to win this. I don't know, something about it.
Yeah. If Bray win 4-0, I go.
I'm returning.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Hanging up the microphone.
That's it. Look, guys, we'll leave it there. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video, and let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks again. Cheers, Keane.
How about a